Hey guys, I'm Allison. I'm the Pampered Wife. I focus on clean beauty on my channel. So today I'm doing a clean beauty at Sephora, clean at Sephora sale selection. My favorites of these selections that are clean at Sephora for you. I am only talking about brands that are at Sephora and not also at Credo and other clean beauty stores. That's partly to keep this list in this video to a reasonable time frame and amount, and also because Credo is currently having a sale in the clean beauty stores like Aaliyah, Integrity Botanicals, Beauty Heroes, I'm sure there are others, also have sales, and I prefer to support those stores if I'm able. Of course, I can just talk about those things in another video, and a lot of them are also available at Sephora, so let me know if you want me to go ahead and come out with that one. That would include brands like Ilia, Kosas, Tower 28, RMS, brands that are available at those other stores like I mentioned. So the order that I'm gonna go in with things today is hair, skincare, SPF, makeup, and that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and jump in. There will be links to every product I mention in the description box down below. I'm not an affiliate with Sephora, so I don't make any money or get any kind of credit if you click on the links below. They're just there for your convenience. And also there will be timestamps so that if you're only interested in a particular part of the video, you can click on those timestamps to take you right to that portion. Okay, starting with hair care. The first brand I would suggest to you is Briogeo, and I think they may actually be available now at Credo as well, so this may be one crossover, but I'm just letting you know I love Briogeo. First, I love their Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Hair Mask. I like the one that comes in the tub like I'm showing you here. This one's different from their other hair masks. This actually makes a really big difference for my hair. It doesn't weigh it down. I do have wavier, frizzier, fuller hair. It used to be super thick. I would say now it's on the medium side, and I love this conditioner. It just has always done great things for my hair. I've repurchased it in the past. I also love their Superfoods shampoo and conditioning duos. Any scent, I find their products work beautifully on my color treated hair. My family enjoys them as well. And then today, and what I've been using is actually the Briogeo Farewell Frizz Blow Dry Perfection and Heat Protectant Cream. It comes in this tube. I use about a dime size. Maybe I should have used more. Believe it or not, my hair would actually be a whole lot frizzier. I pretty much apply it to my ends because I have been drying my hair in the later months, and it takes a long time to blow dry, so I use a pretty high setting. And then sometimes I do straighten it, but I've enjoyed this. All of their products are scented. They're not perfumey and they don't bother me. I do need to put that out there. Act and Acre is another brand for scalp care. I have used their cold pressed stem cell serum for thicker looking hair. I like that one. It is more of a gel with a dropper that's easy to put in damp hair or dry hair right on the scalp. Rub it in. It doesn't, again, change the texture or anything about my hair. More recently, I've been using the 3% stem cell peptide scalp treatment. This one is for thicker and fuller looking hair. I'm specifically using it on these balder looking spots where I've been losing hair. These products are expensive. You need to use them for at least 3 months to see any difference. So now would be a great time to try them if you can get it on sale at Sephora. They also, of course, you could look at their own website and there are some subscription discounts. This one I do find does change the texture of my hair, and I do notice it, but I'm hoping it's worth it. Finally, we've got Drunk Elephant for hair care. I'll start with another scalp care product. This is the TLC Happy Scalp Scrub. Works for dandruff and dry scalp. It does also have an acid in it. I believe it's glycolic acid. This one is more of a cream. You do dispense it through the nozzle tip and you leave it on for a while, and then you do need to shower and rinse it off. As well as you can definitely see this one in your hair. It's white. It does leave my hair feeling really nice and my scalp feels really nice. I believe it has marula oil in it and other nice ingredients, and I actually find that my hair looks and feels better after using this in addition to my scalp. I also really like their marula oil detangler. It's a spray. You can also, it's great for travel because you can spray it in your hair to detangle and also as a hair oil, and then spray it on your body. It's basically a thinned out version of marula oil, and it's beautiful and multi-use, and that's a really great product. I have a tendency to ramble, so I'm very excited. I hope I'm giving you enough information. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions on anything I'm talking about. I'm just really trying to give you a really super quick synopsis of what I like and recommend and why. By the way, I'm also only including my favorites that I would repurchase, not things that I'm like, oh, I tried this and it's pretty good. I'm only telling you the things that I actually really think are great. While we're on Drunk Elephant, I absolutely love Drunk Elephant's shampoo and conditioner. Specifically, I've used the Cocomino Glossing Shampoo. I'm not sure that there's a specific conditioner. I'll put it in the picture. These are perfect everyday cleansers for my hair and scalp, my family as well. These are unscented. They have no irritants in them that I've ever found. Of course, everyone's different, but these are just perfect. I don't know how else to explain it other than these products really get the job done. They leave my hair looking great, and there's no fuss to them, which is true of all of Drunk Elephant's products. I don't mean to underplay them or make them sound underwhelming by describing them that way, because my whole family requests that I buy them again and again, including myself, and I have repurchased their hair products, shampoo and conditioner, multiple times. I actually bought a huge size and have just been refilling the containers. So they're really excellent. The same can be said about their skincare. Unscented, just the ingredients that you really need, no frills to them. The packaging is great, typically an airless pump or a way that you don't contaminate the product while you're using it. In the past specifically, I've loved their Bee Hydra, which is a hydrating, I believe it's a hyaluronic acid. Their glycolic serum is great. I was able to use that daily for chemical exfoliation, and all of their other skincare products as well. If you're interested in any of them, give them a try. I fully endorse them. I recommend Drunk Elephant to everyone. Absolutely love it. And this is a little bit makeup as well as skincare. This is the Deep Bronzy Anti-Pollution Sunshine Drops. I'm typically never without this in my collection. It does have skincare benefits, and it's also a bronzer. I don't believe you need to shake it. I don't know why I did that. A little drop goes a long way, and I'm just showing you this is a product that, like I said, has skincare, antioxidants, but also has a tint. So in the winter months when my foundation may be too light, too dark, oh my gosh. In the summer months, when I have foundations that maybe I purchased at another time of the year and I want to deepen those foundations or products, I add the Deep Bronzy to it. It doesn't seem to change the texture. It's very thin. It's a gel. It works great. Also, you can use it as a bronzer. It does have some luminosity to it, but I typically don't use it as a bronzer. Sometimes I will. It's just a great product that also you can mix into your sunscreen to add a tint to it. It's just a great product to have as a throw it in anywhere kind of product. Continuing on with skincare, I would totally recommend the Youth to the People Superfood Gentle Antioxidant Refillable Cleanser. I love this cleanser. I would say it's not for dry skin, but if you have normal to oily skin, this cleanser's amazing. I love the way it smells. I love the glass bottle. It's just a wonderful experience, but it can be a little drying, so I prefer to use that cleanser in the summer months or when my skin might be a little more oily. It is just a joy to use. I also love some things from Cora Organics. The Turmeric Brightening Pore Scrub and Exfoliating Mask is one of my favorite masks I've ever used. It's orange, like turmeric, that bright yellow orange color. It's a lovely experience. It's a little minty, and it definitely left my skin feeling smoother, but not dried out like I expected it would. It does also have some physical exfoliating properties to it, so be aware of that. I tend to be cautious with those, but didn't have any problems with this, and I loved using it. I also loved The Josie Maran body butters, they are like just a whipped texture cream to put all over your body. They have lots of scents. I just looked on Sephora before coming on here and I couldn't find the exact one that I used before, and it looks like they're only really showing the refillable body butters. They're in like, not a tube, but a package to refill the containers you may already have. I didn't see any of her other products on there. I don't know if that's temporary, if it was a website issue, but I do highly recommend her body butters. Her tinted sunscreen, which I can't exactly remember the name of, has been in my favorites for years, ever since I first tried it. And I didn't see that on the Sephora website either. If I do find it, I will link it, but I highly recommend her tinted SPF. When talking about SPFs, I only use mineral sunscreens, non-nano zinc oxide, except for one that I purchased and started using before I realized it is nano zinc oxide. So keep that in mind with this one. It's the Summer Fridays Shade Drops Broad Spectrum SPF 30 Mineral Milk Sunscreen. If you don't mind nano zinc oxide, this is liquidy, has sort of a weird shade. I guess it's not that liquidy, it's not running down. Sort of a weird shade, very thin, feels like a lotion, not a cream, but a lotion, a thin lotion that has some body to it. And then it just shears out to nothing. It wears beautifully under all makeup, never leaves a tint, 0 scent, and is a great sunscreen if you're okay with the nano zinc oxide. I do recommend it in case that's okay with you. Not to fear, Tatcha also has a mineral sunscreen that you can see has been through some things. This is a mini or a trial size. This is the Silk Sunscreen SPF 50 Weightless Mineral Sunscreen. It does have a patented form of zinc oxide that's called, I believe it's Claire, K-L-E-I-A-R, something like that. And it's this patented form of zinc oxide that makes it sheer. So it should work on all skin types, all skin colors, sorry. And this particular one is tinted. It does need to be shaken. This one is more liquidy than the Summer Fridays, very thin. You see it's tinted. This one also is a dream under makeup on its own, unscented. So this was the Summer Fridays, and this is the Tatcha. The Tatcha has a little bit of a blurring effect, very minor, no tint that shows up on my skin, and I would say this is an excellent sunscreen. It's also SPF 50, so it's a higher sunscreen. Sunscreen is so important. You've got to wear your sunscreen. If you don't wear your sunscreen, all the other stuff you're doing is pointless except makeup to cover up all the damage that you're getting from not wearing your sunscreen. I also love the Rose Inc Solar Power Luminous SPF 30 Serum. This is a sunscreen, glass bottle. The only con to this to me is the bottle. Sometimes it doesn't work so well. This is like Venus Williams 11. She had an SPF serum that had this same kind of packaging. The top pops up and the tube sucks in some of the product. It just doesn't always work. If you want more, it's kind of a hassle. And it doesn't work great with this consistency because it is a thicker consistent. Oh God, so much. I didn't know I had any in it because sometimes it doesn't work. This is a thicker consistency. It is very luminous. It is emollient. There's no rubbing or tugging. It doesn't feel greasy. This feels like a face serum. There's way too much here, so it doesn't look so good. I'll just put it over here. I don't believe it's scented, but this is what I used on my skin after my BBL photofacial treatment when my skin was all sensitive and I was concerned about rubbing or tugging, because this just goes on like a dream. It feels beautiful, wears great. It's like a skincare item. I hope they change the packaging. That is the only flaw in my opinion, but here it is on the back of this hand now. Speaking of Rose Inc, I do love her Skin Enhance Non-Comedogenic Skin Tint Serum Foundation. I have the shade 50. I recommend just getting the duo. They sell it with the foundation brush. These two are really great together. The brush does make a difference because it's got all these little balls in it. They're suspended in the formula, and when you use the brush, it breaks the balls perfectly without dragging too much of it around. This is a more sheer coverage. It really looks like your skin, but better. It adds a little bit of evening out is what I would say. It absolutely is perfect for someone my age, I'm 50, who doesn't want too much coverage, wants to look natural. but still want some perfecting. Another complexion product is the Merit Minimalist Perfecting Complexion Foundation and Concealer Stick. I have the shade Sand. This is what I'm wearing today. It might be a little dark for me, but I was just so excited to pull it out and use it. Here's the packaging. It's just light, easy to use. I think it looks nice. It doesn't feel luxurious to hold it in the hand, but I think it looks really nice. It's just such an easy product. I do also use it as a concealer, and whenever I wear it, my husband always compliments me on how I look. So typically it's a beautiful finish and looks really great. I would suggest moisturizing underneath. I always wear sunscreen under all my products anyway. I also love the Merit Flush Balm Cream blushes. I have I think 3 of these. I brought in one shade today, which is Stockholm. They do come in this super fun packaging, and I'm just gonna dab a little here. This is a nice bright pink, but you can see it's sheer. Some of the shades are more sheer than others, so be careful with that. That's my only caveat. Sephora has a great return policy. You can always return or exchange it, but just try it out and you'll know how to use it. If it's not sheer, then you'll use less product, and if it is, like this one, you can use more. Super easy, as you just saw, not too glowy. I do have a highlighter on. It does have a little bit of dewiness to it, and these are just really great. They have some wonderful shades. I have to talk about the Merit Solo Shadows. These eyeshadows are just fantastic. This is the only thing on my eyes today. I happen to have this shade Social. I forgot how they describe it on the website, but for me, it's a purplish leaning brown, or even, is it taupe? To me, it could be a little bit taupey. This is one you can apply with your fingers or a brush. Today I applied it with a brush. It looks quite purple on me, but I believe they describe it differently, like maybe a brown or something on the website. But just know that it is more purple leaning, and it wears great, lasts all day. If I don't have something underneath it, it wears better, but if I put my sunscreen on it underneath and it's a little oily, I can get some creasing with this. I'm hoping to pick up more shades. I'll see if they've come out with any other shades, because I'd like something a little more lighter or brighter, but I wear this all the time and love it. I also love their signature lightweight satin lipsticks. I have 2 of them, and I'm telling you 100% honestly, these are the only lipsticks I wear now. I only wear lip glosses, lip balms, and these lipsticks. I have 2 shades to show you. Millennial, which is what I have on my lips this very moment, and Baby. I'm sure you've seen the gorgeous packaging, by the way, with the square cap. And here is Baby. Baby is a much cooler tone. So this one is, over here is Baby, and then this one is Millennial. They're both very pretty. You can sheer them out. You can see it's not full coverage on my lips. I only applied a little bit over a lip balm, and I just love it. Highly recommend it. I even love the way they smell. They have a very faint floral lipstick smell that's just pleasant, and it just feels luxurious when I put it on. It's very creamy. It's not drying. Like I said, it's the only lipstick I wear because it's the only lipstick I can tolerate. They also have a lot of nice shades. Finally, from Merit, I do love their Clean Lash Lengthening Tubing Mascara. It is excellent for every day. You can build it up to get a little more glam for nighttime, or just if you like a fuller lash. They call it a tubing mascara. I don't remember this being a tubing mascara. It didn't just easily wash off with water. It does wash off easily, but it wasn't the traditional tubing mascara as I'm used to it, but I love that mascara. Talking about mascaras, I also love the Cali Ray Come Hell or High Water Volumizing and Lengthening Tubing Mascara. Again, to me, this wasn't a traditional tubing mascara like the Thrive mascara that I'm currently wearing that adds long tubes. I went really light on the mascara today, by the way, though. But I do love that mascara. It also washes off easily, and I love both of these mascaras. Also from Cali Ray, I love the Surf Proof Hydrating Setting Spray. It is just a lovely experience. I talked about this, I believe, in Current Favorites a month or so ago. I'll link that video for you and also have it in the description box. Smells like a islandy coconut situation. It has a nice fine mist. My makeup, it really helped it stay, but it wasn't dewy or shiny. Can't speak highly enough of that. I also do really like the Milk Hydro Grip Dewy Long Lasting Setting Spray with hyaluronic acid and niacinamide. I have not tried a lot for Milk makeup. I don't even remember how I ended up with this. I must have purchased it, but I didn't find it to be very dewy, which I liked. And it had no scent. It really just smelled like water. It was a very lightweight mist, and I enjoyed that one as well. It's just the Cali Ray was like a fun experience that I wanted to use it off and on throughout the day, whereas the Milk makeup, I used it specifically what it was for, which is a setting spray, and it did the job beautifully, and that was that. We're getting close to the end of Clean at Sephora brands that I recommend some of their products, and we can't finish this off without talking about Saie. First, I've got here the Saie Dew Blush Blendable Liquid Blush. I have this one on today underneath the Flesh Balm from Merit that I just put on. These are liquid and they last all day. Same thing as with the Merit blushes. I found some are more opaque and some are less opaque. And in that sense, some are more pigmented than others. This one I dot right on my cheek. I dot on the other cheek and go in with the brush and swirl it around. Other shades, I can't do that. I have to put it on a dot on my hand, take the brush, swirl it around, tap it off, and then put it on. So again, just be aware of that. Don't go straight in with the brush, but I do like the delivery mechanism of the velvety brush. These have no scent. These are a bit dewy, and I have the shade Chili. Let me go ahead and swatch that for you. This is a perfect everyday shade. I think it's a lovely rose, more cool toned than warm for sure, but I just find it's pretty much my natural blush color and goes with everything. But you can see you can really sheer it out and get more of that popsicle lip kind of watercolor. Also from Saie, I love their Air Set Radiant Loose Setting Powder. I have the shade Translucent. I like the packaging, and the dispensing mechanism is just a sifter, locking sifter. If you have tried the Kosas, I believe it's called their Cloud Set powder. If you've tried that Kosas pressed pan powder and found that it doesn't really do anything, this is one step up from that. I much prefer this over the Kosas powder. I also like that I don't get hard pan with this because it is a loose powder. I have this all over my face today. Translucent adds a teeny bit of coverage, like a very sheer amount. I know it comes in multiple shades, so just keep that in mind. I absolutely love this. It never looks drying. It just looks like skin, and I can't speak highly enough of this. I'm not vain. I also love their fluffy setting powder brush. I don't know why this is so great, what the difference between this is and like my Sephora brand brush that I have that is shaped very similarly. I can only guess its density and shape, but I do find this one is different. I reach for it more than any other brush for setting under the eyes, around the nose and mouth, just the smaller parts of my face. Highly recommend that brush. Finally, let's talk the new Saie concealer. This is the Slip Tint Radiant All Over Concealer with Niacinamide. I have the shade 6. I want to talk about it because now would be a perfect time to pick it up if you're interested in it during the Sephora sale. It's glass packaging, so on brand with all their other stuff. I love it. I absolutely love to see that conformity throughout. Like I said, I have the shade 6, no scent. I would say this is thinner and more natural looking than I prefer. But that's great news if you love a thin, hydrating, natural looking concealer. This is it. It's amazing. It sinks right in. It looks like skin. It's just beautiful. Hopefully you can see that texture. I think it's excellent. Today I'm wearing the Tower 28 concealer. It just has a little more body to it, but I do definitely recommend this. It's amazing to me the coverage you get and the hydration you get with it being so thin. It's definitely worth giving a try if you think you may like it. I'm still gonna use it, and I will probably use it more in the summer months to come. If the shade is still good for me, we'll see. But that is my take on the Saie concealer, the new Saie concealer. One brand that I wish they would start carrying at other clean beauty stores is Ciel. I'm very interested in this brand. This is the makeup artist who started, and she sold that company and they kind of changed the formulas and did other things. She now has a line that is fully SPF based, sunscreen based, which is perfect for, well, for everyone. And I was gonna say especially older women who are aging, which everyone is, I guess. So anyway, back to the point. This is the Sculpt and Protect SPF 30 Bronzing Contour Stick. It does come in a few shades. I have the shade 02 Medium. I have found this to be a delight to use. I love the SPF 30. I tap it on. I use my brush to swirl it around. It's right there on the high points of my cheeks, which is where the sun hits. I also put a little down the sides of my neck. It's a stiffer formula. It's not gonna be as soft and creamy that when you touch it, it melts, but it is really nice. It's stiffer, so it stays in place longer. It wears really well. It's got the SPF 30, but you still can tap it in. And they do show it on, maybe not the Sephora website, I'm not sure, but definitely on their website, they show it as a contour. They show someone contouring their face with it. This is a bronzing shade. This has a lot of yellow and gold to it. That is a bronzer. It is not a contour. I would not use this as a contour. If you're curious or confused by the marketing, I was too. This is not a contour shade. Contour is gray. Also, I have to talk about Lawless, one of my very favorite lip products, and surprisingly, it's the only one other than the Merit lipstick. This is the only lip gloss I'm talking about, is the Lawless Forget the Filler Lip Plumping Lip Gloss. I have the shade Velvet, which is a mauvey, rosy plum. I mean, it kind of looks like a plummier shade of the Say blush that I used. These do have a scent. This one's a little sweet. Oh, I should just put it on. One thing to note about these is that they are a thicker formula, and when you pull it out, you need to be careful because it will sometimes glop on there, and I've lost quite a bit when I've just pulled it out in a hurry, had it fall off in the middle of the street before I got it to my lips. So I'm cognizant of that. It is glass packaging. I don't really care for the doe foot because of the shape. I think it's just too big for my lips, so I kind of use the tip and spread it around. It is a thicker, like I said, formula that you definitely feel on your lips. It's not sticky. I think it's beautiful. It has a gorgeous shine. It does plump. It leaves me with a cooling effect. There's no burning, no stinging, any of that, no discomfort. I love these. This was a repurchase for me recently. I also don't talk about this. The Hold Up Soft Set Creamy Eyebrow Wax. I believe it only comes in one shade, which is light medium. I'm wearing this today. Now this brow, I lost some. Hopefully it'll grow back. But this brow, you can see how beautifully it worked. And it is a brow wax, which I love. So it's movable, not stiff, but yet it holds it in place, gives the brows some body and texture. And I think it's a great product. Here, I'll go ahead and show you the wand and the shade. The shade looks so pale, but for some reason, I'm gonna do this side because this is the side that needs it. For some reason, it doesn't lighten the shade of my brows. I think that's better. Anyway, I really enjoy this product. You can use a brow pencil underneath, a colored gel before it or whatever, but I just really enjoy a brow wax, and that's what this is. Finally, I've tried a million, okay, like 6 brands of perfumes, and including clean, including not clean, including from here, there, and everywhere. I recently got a mini to try. This is Clean Reserve, the H2O collection. I got Brilliant Peony, and it's just this cute little roller ball. I don't know, I'm loving it. I love it so much that I slept in it, which also tells you this has not bothered my allergies, which is a feat in and of itself. I'm shocked. I don't even know why I bought it. It's very sweet. It's very peony smelling, and I absolutely adore it. If you watch my channel, you know that's not my typical go-to. I've really been enjoying this, so I thought I'd recommend you check out not just the Clean Reserve, but keep in mind Sephora has so many other things other than makeup and skincare and hair care, all kinds of devices. They have perfumes, candles, things like that. So keep your mind open if you are shopping the sale. Well, I'll just put on the screen here the dates because I don't know them. I'm not encouraging you to go out and spend your money and shop at the sale. I'm encouraging you, if you're looking to replenish or try something and you're looking for something new, take advantage of the sale. I hope my recommendations are helpful. As I said, please leave a comment down below. Let me know if you'd like more information on anything. Also, let me know what you're buying, what you're considering. Maybe I'll do a video of what I'm buying or what I'd like to buy. Your comments really help me. They really help the channel grow. So does your liking the video and subscribing. Those all make a huge difference for my channel growth and the YouTube algorithm. So I'd really appreciate if you made it this far, you at least give the video a thumbs up. Hope you're doing well. And as always, I hope you find some time to pamper yourself today. Bye.